to have the assessments done in kilograms for taxation, which they are disputing. And the also floods that destroyed their stock of the traders in Kampala after the construction of a 9-kilometer natural channel by businessman Hamis Chigundo. That's a controversy there that has pitted the NUP councillors against the Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor says they received money from Hamis Chigundo to pass the resolution in council that allowed the construction of the Nachivuvu channel and all that. So it's that. Then the NUP presidential candidate Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu campaigned in Mbara city at Chapa grounds there, but was stopped from proceeding to Kashari after some members of his entourage were arrested. Now this wasn't for the starters. We know that there were violent clashes that erupted in Chiruhura and Kazo districts, where members allegedly of the NRA moved to stop the NUP candidate from campaigning in the districts. We also know that now the RCC for Masaka has announced that Chagulanyi will not be allowed to campaign in the city center there. And we also know that, very surprisingly, the African Union disapproves of the Tanzanian campaign. I mean elections, after reports of violence, voter rigging, and bribery, and all that happened. Let me welcome the gentleman with me in studio. You want to welcome Bruce Owakunda. Good morning. Is a member of the.
It's been a good week. I'm in good spirits.
At least you know that Mam Dani's son got elected in New York.
Yes.
That is the biggest city in the world.
That's the biggest highlight on social media, and Ugandans are very excited. Surprisingly, I was watching the US press. They say he's of South Asian descent. They don't say he's
Ugandan.
he's Ugandan, but
but at least for him, once given an opportunity to speak, he clearly states that
even
he's
in
Ugandan and all that.
In his victory speech, he talked about it. But he ran a very good campaign. If you look at voter turnout and voter engagement, it was breaking records, and he ran a campaign on good issues: inclusion, affordable housing, social justice. He's the first Muslim mayor New York has had in quite some time, and he made a very powerful victory speech, and we have hope that he can be a good representative. But also, another highlight is Bobby Wine's campaigns around. You know, there is a narrative we've peddled for quite some time. I don't know if it's true or not, that NUP is a tribal outfit. It lacks national outlook. So it has no support outside Uganda. So now that campaigns are fair and not violent, and he has access to campaign, we should do, as NRM, take notes and make a proper assessment and see where we stand, so that we can beat him hands down.
Okay. Welcome, Wakonda. Yes, let me welcome this. No, you're going to use this one. Perhaps yes, Apollo Tumsime is a member of the Alliance for National Transformation. Even when you privately shared with me a message in my DM that you had withdrawn interest in Nyawushozi, listeners of the big seat would want to know whether that decision is actually official. You will not be on the ballot in 2026, and what it means for you and the party.
Thank you very much, Banyaji. My name is Apollo Tumsime. I am a member of Alliance for National Transformation. This week we have had a good campaign trail. Our candidate yesterday has been campaigning in Kitgum and Lamu. We are so much happy with how the civic engagement we are having with the people, as opposed to mass rallies.
Wouldn't you wish for them though?
As opposed to mass rallies that we see at the NRM side and the NUP side, so where people spend all the hours saying Museveni oye, Bobi oye. For us, we have a really civic engagement with the population. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you will need to get to know what actually presses an individual in a specific region, because those people who come on the rallies and try to brief President Museveni, sometimes they don't tell him the truth. So you might find the NRA manifesto is not actually aligned with
We haven't
wait,
started
wait.
debating.
Yes.
Allow him.
Yeah, so you saw how President Museveni was promising like people of Manafa to create an industrial park, how he was promising people of Teso to pay them to compensate them their cows, which he has done, which he has been promising for the last 20 years, and he has never fulfilled that. But for us, we have a one-on-one with General Mugisha Muntu. People will tell you it's more like socialism now that
Mamdan.
Yes, Mamdan won an election in New York. We want people to own the government themselves, so that's why we have that engagement. But coming to your question, of course, I considered the last minute actually, not towards the nomination dates. I considered a decision to withdraw my candidature. This was personal. Yes, I had an engagement with you, I shared with you, but in that whole week I met my campaign team and we talked about my candidature, and we arrived at the decision of withdrawing because we were not very much prepared. So it's not a matter of participating in an election where you're not going to make an impact, but sometimes you need to look at so many things. So we consider that a decision, but I'm a proud member of the alliance, and I'm doing my mobilization work to make sure that our president emerges victorious come January 15th, 2026.
Welcome, Apollo Tumsime. Apollo, you should also take back the message to General Muntu that we were shocked that the spokesperson of the YANT, the Honorable Karahanga, is not a candidate of the ANT in Ntungamo municipality. He vied as an independent, yet he's a card-bearing member of. In fact, he's the spokesperson of the party. That came off very weird for us. You take back the message to General Muntu. Mufunya, good morning, Mufunya. Welcome to the big seat after a very long time. The last time we checked on you was before the NRM primaries. You were a participant in Chitagwenda. We don't know what transpired. I want to welcome you back.
Yes, thank you, Council Wanyaji. I want to thank God because you're still breathing,
yes,
and you still hold the microphone. Generally, you are the best now in Western Uganda on this show.
Thank you.
It has been a while when I'm out of the studio, and of course, as you are aware, for us we are seasoned politicians.
Yes,
we are always there, and I want to confirm that I participated in our primary election. I lost by a whisker, small margin, but I yes, because I agreed and I am not complaining.
Yeah, you considered.
Yes, I considered. Mr. Wanyaji, I want to congratulate our brothers and sisters to have defended themselves in Ukazo and Chiruhura against the intruders.
Okay.
That had attacked them.
Hey.
And now they had caught them unaware and they defended themselves.
Welcome, Stephen Katababu Funyat, for the show. We are going to talk. I'm going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and tell us
yeah, thank you.
Your investigations.
Generally, even what happened yesterday here in Barara.
Yeah. Welcome, Stephen Mufunya. Good morning, Peter Mpaka, and welcome to the big set.
Yeah, thank you, SJ. And I want to welcome my dear colleagues onto the panel this morning, and I hope those who are contesting are preparing for the campaigns which are going to start on Monday. For all the other positions, MP, mayors, councillors, all of us, the campaign season starts on Monday. And in a special way, a very humble way, I want to thank the people of Mbarara for writing the statement in capital letters and bold letters. Mwebale abanyambarara, mwebale munonga owakigambire naiza kukyehakana. Wagizire ngu bobo ayinta kubasa kuraba high street manyeje central business district manyani central how turabire nyine kwenko ko mwana agambire turabira kwa nyina.
Welcome, Peter Mpaka. Good morning. As
he takes pride in chaos.
We have another member of the National Resistance Movement, Asimwe Nicholas Banjizi is a lawyer and businessman. Good morning. I know you're spearheading the campaigns for Robert Mwesigwarkari in Mbara City North. I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you, Westgate. Good morning, my fellow panelists and our dear viewers and listeners out there. The reason as to why we are here. Westgate, I want us Ugandans to borrow a leaf or learn something from the New York mayor race election, whereby issues affecting the working class, the low-income earners in New York City were the key issues in the manifesto. And irrespective of the money that was pumped in by billionaires to the campaign, fight Zohar and Kwame Mamdani, it didn't work. The leaf I want Ugandans to borrow is one. You know, Westgate, our politics, globally it's accepted politics have been commercialized. But from a legal angle, there are things that are allowed by law in regards to money, logistics, fuel, facilitation for your team, your campaign team being paid this, paying for radio adverts, TV adverts. That one is very okay, buying people lunch, water. But this madness of buying people enguri, waraji, kintu kidogo.
But your man, General Tafire, clearly on record, called on the people of Mitoma, Rwanda in particular, in a football pitch, to go and kill them.
Westgate,
yes,
as I conclude, as Vanyankore, our culture, when you win or when you have a reason to celebrate, we have a feast. That one is very okay, and I can't shy away from it.
Okay.
Then on a special note, allow me, politely, I request you to thank my national chairman, the CDF General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and in a special way to thank my national vice chairman, Chairman Toyota, the ones of Patriotic League of Uganda, for having given me the mandate to lead the whole of Western Uganda. The PLU Media Task Force undertook pamoja, and we must deliver a landslide victory for His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and all NRM flag bearers.
We are stopping for a break. When we come back, November Love, and then we shall be riding right into the topic of discussion. Good morning.
It's tough, it's bold, it's real politics. The Big Seat on 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music.
Great music.
Great friends.
Great friends.
It's tough, it's bold, it's real politics. The Big Seat on 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music.
Great music.
Great friends.
Great friends.
All right, welcome back from that very short commercial break. It's 27 minutes past 9 o'clock on Western Uganda's biggest radio station, 91.2 Cruise FM, good music. Good friends, my name is Wesige Banyadu on Plot 12, Motile Mbara City, the land of milk and honey. With me in studio is Bruce Owakunda, is a member of the National Resistance Movement. Peter Mpaka, National Interplatform, he wants to be Member of Parliament, Mbara City North. Apollo Tumsime, Alliance for the National Transformation, is an economist. I have Stephen Katamba Movunya, he's an NRM ideologue from Chitagwenda district, and I have Mr. Simu Evangelisi Nicholas, who is a lawyer. And also, I'm told now that he heads the media team in Western Uganda for the Patriotic League of Uganda. Let me start with Peter Mpaka. We are talking about how the security forces and the people in different places are welcoming the message of the NUP. First of all, you've built a brand of being a violent people. Yes, certainly. We've regarded you as hooligans. We've regarded you as the rag and tag who grew up in the slums of the different places in Uganda. But certainly, your party leader has tried to sell out an image of being a group of young people that are organized, that have a message for the people of Uganda. Time and again he's been seen telling his entourage to be disciplined, to be calm, to restrain themselves. Unfortunately, this week you had a campaign schedule in Chiruhura and Kazo. We saw skirmishes, if I could quote it, where there were members in those communities that were not receptive of your message, and they beat you up, or they denied you an opportunity to speak to the people. Tell us, what is it exactly that happened, and how are you dealing with it going forward?
Yeah, thank you, Westj, and thanks for the good description that you've given of our party. And that is evidence enough that though you're not a member, but you're a very strong and wonderful admirant of the party president. And soon I'm going to bring you the party card. I'm going to sponsor it myself. but what I'm saying is, it's good that you've given that the society has tried to brand us as a violent group of people, goons, hooligans, people to be crushed, people who don't deserve a space in community. But after these 6, 5, 7 years, our president has worked tirelessly with the team to make sure that we show our real DNA, who we are. And I must congratulate the president and appreciate all members of the NUP and well-wishers of the NUP and all comrades, those who have been who have been imprisoned, those who are in prison, those who are not, those who have come out of prison, that at least we have a score on the board, that our struggle is not for nothing. There are people outside there that are watching. There's a young man in the 2021 campaign trail, a comrade called Ashraf. He used to say, the world is watching. The world is watching. And indeed, the world is watching. So to the question that you've given me, how are we treating the mistreatment we are receiving? First of all, we want to put this to the Electoral Commission, that the Electoral Commission should come out and do its mandate. We have seen them minor on minors. When our president was in the northern region, he stopped somewhere to buy maize, and the chairman of the Electoral Commission came out to castigate him over that. But here comes a situation where you are on a campaign schedule. It is your day to come to Chiruhura and campaign. It is your day to go to Mbara district and campaign. And what happens? These people who think they bought this country from a supermarket, who have a great sense of self-entitlement and a very high degree of a bad attitude, think that they own this country. And so they brand themselves and stand on the road to simply challenge and provoke the team of the NUP that is on a clear gazetted nationwide activity. I think Ugandans or citizens or the whole world stands to condemn that, because we did campaign harmonization before we came on the show. My friend Asim Evangelist was telling me about the harmonization. So if on Monday I'm supposed to be in Kamukuzi and I find there the team of Rukad, actually it is a crime. We are not supposed to crash. We are not supposed. They were telling us we were taken for a post, a pre-election conference, and they were teaching us these things. Please, korolyo muruka gwa Kamukuzi otakaza omuruka gwa nkai gwa Ruharo, where you will meet with your opponent, and then the supporters start crashing. So it is up to the Electoral Commission, it is up to the dictator President Museveni and the so-called Pamoja that Asim Evangelist was talking about, with his chairman and the vice chairman and the so-called mobilizers, to see that they understand that if on 5th President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is supposed to be in Chiruhura, let everything be let free for him, because the day is going to come on 2nd. For example, on 2nd, according to the presidential campaign program, President Museveni is going to be in Mbarara here. Should I parade some people and they put on red t-shirts and we pretend to be sweeping the high street? Will they like it? No, I cannot do it, because we have harmonized the program. If I do it, that is bad manners. And you hear him with his bad manners, he's saying, please do it, as if, and he's a lawyer. He a lawyer. He's the one saying, you go and do it, you go and incite violence. We are not here to incite. You're using the right word. I will be provoking them. So why were you provoking the group of Kyagulanyi that was supposed to be campaigning in Chiruhura?
Thank you.
Lastly, the last and most important point is this.
Perhaps you would just pause it with what happened yesterday.
Exactly.
In a second.
That in this century, present day to day, how do you go in the bush to look for sticks to cane human beings? To beat human beings with enkoni katugende tubitere, and you speak with that chest stamping, even when we no longer katuze kutere byate, when we no longer even beat cows, we no longer beat even animals, we no longer beat human beings. So I want to really say, in the strongest possible terms, condemn what is happening, even what happened yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Even yesterday we were waylaid. It's as if we are in a real war. They broke this side, they broke this side. We were literally in a prison on a government gazetted activity. We strongly condemn this kind of impunity, this kind of pride. You people, the Kupopa Mojas, the whatever, you didn't go to a shop to buy Uganda. Uganda belongs to all of us. We are all taxpayers.
Okay, Muvunya. You badly wanted, you even in your opening remarks, you badly wanted to water down all that happened, all that we think could have gotten wrong in Chiruhura and Kazo. Here you go. Tell us on the. I know you for saying you've investigated, you've researched. What is it exactly that you know about what happened in Kazo, in Chiruhura, and yesterday on their way to Kashari?
I have been looking around. All along, around 2 years back. Uganda, we have taken some time trying to prepare what we call a transitional government. A government from one hand to another hands. So all along, we monitor and see number one, the people who are able. Then number two, the people that are on the ballot that can be an alternative in case our candidate is not doesn't win an election. And of course the second in command, who I think is trying to pull the presence of Ugandans, is Mr. Kyagulanyi. But per now, when I came here, I whispered something on your desk that for this time and the research I've made, I have correctly understood what is called Mr. Kyagulanyi.
Please.
Number one, Chagulanyi does not have any intention of leading this country.
He has no intention of
No,
leading this
nothing,
country.
nothing.
Mm.
What his intention is only trying to cause trouble for this generation and the generation that is going to come. When you see his movements, he has already secured a sanctuary for himself and the family. So he wants to cause problems here. He leaves fire here burning and he flies to America or to another country to be secure and begins to laugh at us when we are killing each other.
Was that
From
Mr.
what I
Muvunya-
see,
Mr.
what he's
Muvunya-
doing.
Mr. Muvunya, would you have said the same of General Museveni in 1981 when he picked his family, took them to Sweden, and went to Luweero to fight for 5 years, but his son, daughters, and wife were in Sweden?
Had Museveni stayed here since childhood? No, he was fighting. You see, in the history of Museveni, yes,
It was a rather
Museveni
legitimate
had
cause.
never stayed here peacefully before he captured power. Even when he was here a student at Entare, he wasn't secure.
Why?
When you see his story, he tells you that in senior 3, he began to mobilize his people about nomadism. How to settle with cattle, not keep moving. It doesn't make sense. Number 2, when he went for university education in Dar es Salaam, he began to think about his country. And here, the leadership in Uganda by that time called him a rebel. So he was insecure himself. He was insecure until he captured power. So you cannot compare him and Chagulanyi in a peaceful Uganda like this one, and he's trying to cause trouble. When you look at him, the words he speaks, number one, he's a man who is very tribalistic. You cannot be a leader and begin to segregate tribes and their cultures. For example, he has commonly mentioned the word Banyankore and Bahima tribes. Bahima, Banyarwanda, and Banyankore. What does that one
it's
mean
actually
in the
not a lie.
context?
Yesterday,
Is it a lie?
I watched a footage, maybe out of ignorance. Me not having grown up in Buganda, I relate with what he said on innocently. He said definitely he created the categories of tribal sections of the tribe within Ankoli, which here us that have grown up here we rarely say those open. But Chagulanyi said it on a rally. I found it here in Mbarara. Here in Mbarara.
He said something that we cannot even speak on my phone.
He said it he was said it, and I cannot even say it here.
You see indiscipline? Are you looking at indiscipline? Are you looking at indiscipline?
Yes.
Mr. Peter is practicing here.
How can you come here to lie against our president? How can you come here to confuse the listeners?
Yes, as I continue, let me go direct to what happened in Chilhura. Mr. Chagulanyi has been abusing Museveni and the commander and the army commander Muhoozi Kainerugaba publicly. Number one, that the Muhoozi is a baby nunya. What is a baby nunya in English? What is baby nunya? You know baby nunya, this small thing that you buy to your child.
Is that why you beat him up? Is that
No,
why
I'm
you beat up
coming.
his
I am coming. He has been insulting General Kainerugaba, an old man, a general,
Calling him
an
baby
army commander. You call him a baby nunya. That's number one. Yes, for him to follow. Number two, he has been abusing Museveni, that he's Farah. What is Farah in English? He does not reason. He has no conscience of reason.
Is that the reason why his campaign was disrupted?
You see, why should you abuse my father and you come to sleep in my house in my house that is owned by my father? You think you are safe? You think you are safe?
Oh, let's stop for a breather.
Number one.
Let's stop for a breather. When we come back, I'll be able to give out a November Love goodie. And
it's tough, it's bold, it's real politics. The Big Seat on 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music.
Great music.
Great friends.
Great friends.
politics. The Big Seat on 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music,
Great music.
great friends.
Great friends.
Alright, it's November Love. You get to win yourself a hamper, courtesy of Western Uganda's biggest radio station, 91.2 Cruise FM, great music, good friends. My name is Wesley Banyaji. The Big Set happens every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to 11. Now, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You get them right, I give you a hamper, courtesy of Mavi. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Kitchenware and electronic appliances. Now, you step into Mavi Kitchenware, your number one shop for the finest kitchenware and electronic appliances, from glasses, plates, caps, cutlery in all sizes and beautiful designs. On top of the quality juice blenders, air fryers, microwaves, food steamers, and so much more, you've got your entire kitchen covered. Now, here's the deal. When you shop with Mavi Kitchenware, goods worth 200,000 and more, you get yourself a water dispenser as a special top-up gift. That's pretty cool. Now, Mavi Kitchenware is found on Baguta Street opposite Mbarara Shopping Market, at Musime Mukama Arcade, at Shop G20. Now, if at all you want to buy something from Mavi Kitchenware, you call 0788097866. Mavi Kitchenware, where smart homes begin. Now, there's a hamper, courtesy of Mavi Kitchenware, that I want to give out to one lucky cruiser on 752-912-912 and 780-912-910. Now, the rules are simple. You say your name, your real name now on the ID, then where you are, then you get these answers correct. I give you a hamper. November Love.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Wesley Banyaji.
Yes, how many years is Cruise FM celebrating?
14 years.
All right. Now, there was an activation of Cruise FM yesterday. Tell us where it was.
At the Show Terrace.
All right, you've gotten those correct. Who is your favorite presenter at Cruise FM? Please don't say me. I'm pretty sure it's someone else.
Berga MC.
All right. Now, you get these other two questions. You get it correct, I give you a goodie. Now, what is Cruise FM's slogan? Or tagline?
91.2 Cruise FM.
No, that's not a tagline, bro. Great.
A tagline, eh?
Yes.
It is a great news, great friend.
All right, perfect. Give me your name.
My name is Mrs. Adios in Uganda, Rwanda.
Gumi Siriza. Ha! Goodness Lord. Gumi Siriza, your mobile money, I mean your airtime, wasn't enough. I'm giving you an opportunity. Please call again and give me your number. If not, you lose it. Because I've not gotten your names where you are in Uganda, Rwanda, but I've not gotten your number. Gumi Siriza, please get back to me, or drop your number on our social media page. I will be able to pick it in Facebook. Inbox it. I'll be able to get it. Gumi Siriza, let me pick you again. Hello, is this Gumi Siriza?
No.
It's someone else.
Yeah.
No, I've given the gift to Gumi Siriza. Gumi Siriza, please go to Facebook, inbox me your numbers. I'll be or X, inbox me your numbers before the show ends. I'll be able to give you the hamper. Yes, let me come to Apollo Tumusime. Yes, Tumusime, you of the Alliance for National Transformation, are you facing the same where you're going, or yours is... Gentlemen, let's have order. How is it? How are you facing the electorate, especially with the reception that you're getting from all across the country that you're receiving? Do you associate yourself with what happened to NUP in Chirupura and Kazo, or for yours is a smooth sail?
Thank you, Banyaji. We'll come to that. I'm a born and a good stakeholder in Chirupura. So Bob Wine on that day lives in Yantonde. Preliminarily, he was supposed to divert from Kaguta Road to go to Rushere, but when they reached when they reached Taguta Road, of course, they were the welding men holding their sticks, and then he decided to proceed via Sanga. He reaches Sanga. Some stubborn, let me call them stubborn, who think actually that they are more NRM than any other person in the NRM, than Mbabas actually. So they were holding sticks, and they decided to provoke the campaign trail of Robert Chagulanyi. Literally, they never wanted him to make a stopover and make any address or even waving at people. That's where the scuffle began. So, of course, Bob Wine moves with his that what Bruce has said, the Gary or something, that crew. I don't know how those guys, where they are organically manufactured or what. They really responded in a way that the other people could not take it, because people sustained serious injuries. There are people with deep cuts on their head. I've actually been informed that on the night in the evening, they came and picked those people from their hotels, the Noop gangs. Yesterday, they were arraigned before a magistrate court in Chiruhura and remanded to Rugonji prison in Chiruhura there, where they will return to court, I think around 4th of December. That's what happened. I would want to condemn the hooliganism from either side, because I mean I have grown up in Chiruhura. I have
Guys, don't have a conversation in the show.
I have had a social way of life with those people. We have grown up in that kind of a little bit mess. So for them, what seemed to be, we used to have that local confrontation when we were growing up. So they are holding sticks, and then they confront you. You either respond to them or you go away. So they thought they would carry the behavior they had from their childhood. They would carry it to national politics. This is something different, and I would want them to be more literate enough. Yes, the NRM people. Those they are not even actually. I don't know if they are NRM people. They call themselves NRM. They thought they love NRM so much than Amama Mbabazi and Dr. VSJ and whoever other than Museveni, because President Museveni is contesting against Bob Wine. So who are you to say I don't want Bob Wine to speak in Chiruhura? That was outrageous. So I am not saying that I'm happy that they were disciplined, but I'm also I don't also want to keep quiet to say they deserved it. So I want to condemn hooliganism on either side, because it was supposed to be a security issue. There was police that was supposed to handle the situation down, not the Noop gangs to take the law into their hands. The those guys in the Noop, they wear gloves with sharp objects. They will just touch your head like this, and you live with a deep cut. So that was so bad. Yes, they have gloves, they have sharp nails, they have sharp rings, they have sharp objects. I don't know how they are manufactured. And yesterday when they made an arrest here in Kashari there, and I think a couple of them, over 30, Peter will brief us. They want to.
No, wait.
I know. The police has not. The police has not issued.
Let's allow Apollo.
The police has not issued a statement, but I know they want to sort out bad elements, because some of them even have cases in Lira, where they attacked a police vehicle. They are still looking for those because they said they were at large. So they are still trying to look for those people with all that connected crimes that has been going on. So I think they will sort them out, and those who are innocent will be left, but others will be charged.
Okay, thank you. I want to engage Bruce before we go for a break. Bruce, wait, I'm going to give you an opportunity, Stephen. Bruce, is this an operation simply to deal with criminals within the entourage of Robert Chagulanyi Centum, or it is politics at play?
What happened is unfortunate. If it is true indeed, as some reports are saying.
No, Bruce. This is not allegation. There were skirmishes in Castle.
No, for me, I'm saying facts. I don't have clear details. I don't have facts. I tried to make some phone calls on ground.
No. Please allow him. No.
To make some phone calls on ground.
Him.
and start lying.
Please, that indiscipline should also stop.
The indiscipline should also stop.
There's
No.
I hope hooliganism can remain on the streets.
Yes. If the
So-
man has said he has not gotten information to that effect, what
No,
should we do?
there are contradictory reports in the
Please.
in the public domain
Yeah.
of what exactly happened. But if indeed what Peter Mpaka and his group are alleging happened, then it is unfortunate. And I want to appeal to my people there in Chiruhura and Kazo, if it is true that freedom and liberty does not actually mean doing whatever you want. True freedom is about restraint. So freedom without discipline is also not a good thing. Having difference in ideology does not call for social and political tensions. If you have different beliefs, it doesn't mean that you become intolerant or prejudice or some of those things. But you see, my own challenge I have with Peter Mpaka and his group is that what they speak about is different from what they practice. And they have a disease. For them, they mistaken growth, swearing for growth. They think they are growing, but they are just swearing their egos. Let me tell you, it has cost us a fortune as a country to reach where we are. So these people cannot just wake up and try to undermine the efforts to bring about peace and cohesion as a society. For instance, what happened in Barara here about the arrests? Police, through the official communication channels, communicated and said that was a crackdown on criminals. And they even made it very clear incidents that happened. And they even attached dates. And there are even cases in police. You cannot have irresponsible road use. You cannot attack police stations. You cannot attack police officers, and you expect to be let scot-free.
But maybe,
Let me tell
maybe
you,
Bruce,
before
Bruce, help us understand, and the listener there, that if this is so wrong, the entourage of Bobby Wine has criminal elements, and they are not above the law. If at all they are breaking traffic rules and all that, then they should be apprehended.
Yes.
And we agree. But how about persons in uniform, in military fatigue, in combat fatigue and all that, campaigning for President Museveni openly?
Yes,
and
before,
they have not been apprehended.
before you come
this
there.
This is against the law.
President, who is Chagulanyi is on public record in full glare of cameras, calling upon his supporters to build a gari. What is a gari? These are rowdy, violent groups that he's talking about. So, and you see, by the nature of elections, any political contest, you cannot avoid confrontation. You're talking about 50,000 people following you. There is a possibility of organized crime. I've been at their rallies. They are pickpocketers. People are stealing. They are stealing phones. There could even be a threat of violence. So for me, I'm saying everyone should operate in the agreed boundaries. You cannot say we should take out security. For me, if these are criminal elements, and there are criminal elements, by the way, Peter Mpaka. Yes, you have criminal elements in those groups. So for me, I support it that the police should swing into action where they deem it necessary, where they think it is for the good of the public to bring order to bring order to the public.
We're stopping for a break. When we come back, Asimwe Bandisi will kick us right into the second hour of the show. Don't touch your radio. Gumisiriza, you've won yourself a November Love Cutters of Mambi Kitchenware. Drop me your number and full name on Facebook. Inbox that before the show ends. If that didn't happen, then I will have to give an opportunity for another person to win themselves the hamper. Good morning.
music,
Great music.
great friends.
Great friends.
We are back. It's 2 minutes past 10 o'clock on Western Uganda's biggest radio station, 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music, great friends. There's a friend of mine called Dora. Doreen, thank you so much for listening to the show. You're in Chamgorani. They are close to LDC. You're listening to the show. I want to appreciate you. And there's so many that are catching the show. They are big, ardent listeners of the show.
Request Banyaji to again repeat how you mentioned the name Dora.
Dora is Thor.
She's actually just my friend, no worries. We are celebrating 14 years of being the best in the region, and we're giving back to our loyal listeners. So be a part of the campaign, and we shall be coming to your places. All these other different cities across Western Uganda, we shall be coming. But this morning we are talking about the skirmishes, I could call them, or a few episodes that are happening in Chiruhura and Kazo. We've heard from the entire team. With me in studio is Stephen Katamba Mufunya, Asimo Evangizi, Apollo Tumusime, Peter Mpaka, and Bruce Wakonda. Let me come to the lawyer here, Asimo Evangizi. You associate yourself with the statements of Bruce and Mufunya here on the indiscipline within some of the camps and groups of the NUP. And we are all here, could have condemned the violence against them, but we're also cognizant of the fact that some of these individuals are really criminals, and their conduct deserves to be apprehended and have them spend time in jail. But is it not only fair that we allow them to peacefully campaign in places, even where President Museveni has majority support?
Thank you, Westgate. And I always say it. And my brother Peter Mpaka, a doctor, you need to know this. You ought to know these basic things. Uganda is not a failed state. We have a fully functioning government. All the arms of government are working. All our security agencies are working. And Westgate, these opposition propagandists, this time round, they are failing to make accountability to their international funders, those Western detractors that are interested in taking our minerals for free. When we promised, and I thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for having intervened through the Minister of Internal Affairs to guarantee a neutral leveled ground for campaigns, a peaceful campaign like that we are having now, that it's unprecedented. These guys are now failing to get a way of making international news on CNN, Al Jazeera.
Why is it
Listen.
sounding like you're making it seem like it was a favor that you allowed
No,
them
it's
to
not a
campaign?
favor. When you ask
this
a
is
question,
the requirement of
I'm
the state.
building. Allow me give you my preamble. These guys have the so-called Gari meant to provoke the security personnel. It's on record, meant to provoke people who do not associate with their ideals and ideology. How comes out of the 8 presidential aspirants, it's only NUP with issues with security, misconduct, Hey, listen, I don't need your information. You need to be civil. So, how comes it's only NUP? How comes it's NUP attacking security officers? Yesterday, we saw what happened. The reasons as why they were stopped from proceeding to Mbara district. So, I call upon all candidates at all levels. We need a peaceful election. Some of these candidates who use you, once you're caught on the wrong side of the road, you rot in jail. And they will not look after your family members. They will not look after you. This is the bitter truth. Some of you being used by the opposition. In my opening remarks, I categorically said it clearly. Let's look at the manifestos of all our presidential candidates. Let's look at their performance at any one time till they've ever been given an opportunity to serve. Bobby Wine, what were his achievements that short time he was in parliament? What's the record of his excellence in the last 40 years when we talk about our NRM theme, protecting the gains? For those who could not be knowing what our theme means, we are talking about the success stories we've had as a country. From 1986 when we were liberated. I shudder when you find someone trying to compare these gentlemen, 41 of them with only 27 guns, who had the courage, the zeal, the enthusiasm to take on a government that was not pro-people. Systems had broken down, sugar, salt being given out according to religion, tribes, this and that. The economy, the services were not there. The education sector was no more. The agriculture sector was no more. So I want us to give credit where it's due. We appreciate, though we shouldn't be oblivious to some of the challenges that we have as a country. And globally, it's known, it's a global phenomenon. Even the countries that we aspire to reach where they are, they also have their challenges. Look at US. Look at Britain. Look at...
Maybe I should put a direct question to you. Do you associate yourself with the acts of members of the NRM that beat up those of the NUP in places they believed they should not have appeared to campaign?
Once again, I will say it on record. I will proudly associate with any person who reacts once provoked in self-defense. That person I will associate with him. So we should dissect and find out what caused that. Inup have told you they have a gang, a gari that is meant to provoke people who don't associate with them and create those scenes. So,
okay, thank you. Thank you. I want to now have the rebuttals. Yes, Peter, do you believe that a guard is the problem?
Now, first of all, I want to first defend my president, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, and the whole of the National Unity Platform, that you have had President Museveni tell the people of Kampala that when you vote Lukwago, you have always a rope in the neck. So even when President Kyagulanyi was in parliament, government refused to allow him any resources for his people intentionally to feed him. But analyze Bobby Wine's achievement and his communal impact even outside government or even before he joined politics. Bobby Wine had charities. When he was in the ghetto, everything he would make out of singing, he would go down in the ghetto and share with the people. I've not seen a wonderful young man, a wonderful Ugandan with a very good heart like Bobby Wine. He is the best Ugandan living today. He has a very good heart. I think his heart is so nice 100 times compared to yours, Asimwe Banjizi, who is here trying to castigate him. Number two, what is a girl? A girl is a slogan. You see, in politics, you must have catchwords. You must have words that stimulate excitement, because politics goes with excitement, goes with contestation, goes with mobilization. So a gari is simply people that are mobilizing for change, for enchuka chuka, which all Ugandans are waiting for. It is not true that a gari is provoking anyone. It's not true that a gari is carrying hammers. I've seen actually I want to condemn the character of the LC5 chairman of Chiruhura. A person whom we are paying out of our taxes to stand and say, no, people, we are carrying hammers. We don't even see anywhere a video of anyone having a hammer. So if an officer of government, an elected person, can stand and make such a statement in a normal country, some of these people should be resigning out of their offices. So these are issues that NRM and its cadres are projecting out of the public that stimulate anger, and that at the end of the day cause division. Let me tell you, West Jabanyaji
Is it
and our
also
listeners,
true,
yes,
Mr. Peter Mpaka,
Mm.
that there are elements within NUP
Mm.
that are known for violence and criminality that the state must deal with without any excuse or any cover for politics?
There is no one in NUP, and I'm saying this in capital letters and bolded letters, there is no one in NUP that is violent. There is no one in NUP with an intention to cause chaos. We were at Tatitwe. We moved from Tatitwe without any fracas. Went on Bishop Wills Street, went on High Street, went up to Echai Chambar High School, did our rally. Is there any NUP person who attacked anyone? From there we went up to where we were ambushed. So it was after being ambushed, people had to defend themselves. Some were running away. It was chaos, which was meditated and planned by the state.
Okay,
as long as the state does not come in the middle of the program of President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, there won't be anyone. Actually, that's the right mode of self-defense.
Okay, thank you. Muvunya. The question I want to place to you, maybe I will give it to others. Yes, give us the three things.
I have three things to put
Speak
across.
to the microphone.
Yes, I have three things to put across here. Number one, I want Honorable Peter to understand that NUP receives money from government to facilitate its work, which is constitutional. True or false?
Very correct.
Very correct. So his NUP and Peter are beneficiaries of taxpayers' money. That's number one. Number two, I want to tell Mr. Peter that the biggest population that we saw crowding Bobi Wine is transported from Kampala. It's not from Barara. The people was almost 80% of the people we saw on the rally I come from Kampala. For example, me attended the rally. I was there.
But Bruce said,
I was there.
Bruce said there are approximately about 50,000 people.
I was
Is
there.
it possible to carry 50,000
I was there. I was there.
From
The
Kampala?
language, the mode of communication, the language that was being used in the rally was Uganda. Now compare Banyankole. You know, Banyankole, we have a problem. Not even a problem when speaking Uganda. But I would hear almost the 80 language used, the percent language used on a rally of Bobi Wine was Uganda fluently, which means
Peter mpaka simanyi Uganda.
No, you cannot.
Uganda
You
rwenjogera kitegeeza nti banzize Kampala. They have picked me, but they have ferried me from Kampala.
Yes, move.
Yes. Number three. What happened in Kiruhura was.
But what does the language have to do with criminality?
No. What I'm trying to specify is
I'm
that
going to come to you, Bandits.
the crowd, the people we saw here in Mbarara are not natives of Mbarara. They are from areas of Kampala where they speak Uganda.
Does that break any law?
It doesn't break any law.
So what is the problem?
They have no sympathy. They have no sympathy in Mbarara here. Are you aware? Are you aware that they even reports at police?
Yes.
That because of allowing the crowd to pass through the streets of Mbarara, people things got lost.
Where are the complainants?
They are there. You go to police. They are there. Lastly, are you aware that the cause of conflict, in Kiruhura, was the question that was asked to Bobi Wine, that why do you abuse our son? Then Bobi Wine became rowdy, and he commanded his rowdy boys, to come with the gloves, with knives, to begin killing people. So in response, you cannot stand. When you are a leader, you have to stand to be questioned.
Yes.
Why do you become mad when they ask a question of why you abuse their son?
I think the big seat has missed you, Muvunya. Yes, Asim.
And the Westgate,
Yes.
I am still baffled and wondering how my brother Dr. Peter Mpaka became with this dishonest. in a very, very long time, I've not seen someone as dishonest as Peter Mpaka, and I'm shocked because he used to be an honest gentleman. I don't know how Noop has managed to manipulate him and indoctrinate him to this level. Westgate, the way I always say, I'm proud of Bobby Wine. Why? Against all odds, from humble backgrounds in the ghetto to have reached where he is. But you must give credit to His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for having created that enabling environment. So my request to him, his gospel should be that gospel of growth, development, self-made, starting small and growing big through a system he's trying to criticize, castigate. If he made it from rags to riches, from grass to grace, then his gospel
but me, my
and
question
messages
is,
to Ugandans,
gentlemen,
should
I always
encouraging Ugandans that the environment we have, irrespective of shortcomings here and there, if you're focused, hardworking, irrespective of your tribe, religion, background, social income status, you can become anything you want to become. Uganda is the US of Africa. You can become anything you want to become in Uganda.
Banjizi, why is it that even when you've appreciated the man has something to show for his age and for the time he has spent around, but at the same time you want to sell an impression that this boy who has been able to maneuver a very difficult background, he has triumphed and become phenomenal the way he is, or whatever you regard him, but he does not qualify to be president?
We don't want
how is that possible? Help us understand.
Let me make you understand it.
Actually, it's the only
Peter, listen.
Yes.
Be civil as a rand person. Westgate, Ukraine right now is in a mess because they elected a comedian. Bobby Wine is thorough in his arts industry, but he lacks some basic leadership skills.
Okay, thank you. That's a good point to end. No, let me have yes, Apollo.
Earlier in the show, when Vanges was introducing himself, he thanked the president's son, Mohozi Kainerugaba, and his uncle, Toyota Kaguta, to having appointed him to head the media team for Tuko Pamoja. Tuko Pamoja is a formation of NRM and PLU. So NRM, which is also a formation of President Museveni, and then PLU, formation of his son, and then his brother Toyota. So like one family has appointed my colleague senior council Vanges here to connect activities. So, and that is what we are trying to say, that this is a high time that we also check ourselves, so we should have to put an end to the family rule, because this country has so many people and so many families that can produce presidents, and that I think that's why
But that also should be interrogated. Why is it that every other Ugandan qualifies to stand to be president, but General Muhoozi is disqualified even before he commences, simply because he's a son of the president? I find that Mr. Apollo,
Yes.
why are you denying General Muhoozi an opportunity, yet he's a citizen of this country? How come for you qualify to stand to be president, and that right is recognized by everyone, but when Muhoozi Kainerugaba says I want to be president, then it raises dust? What is the problem? Isn't he Ugandan?
I would not have disqualified General Muhoozi if President Museveni.
Let's allow Apollo.
I would not have disqualified General Muhoozi Kainerugaba for standing for president if President Museveni agreed and did not tamper with the constitution in 2005 if he had left power. So we cannot be under the same family rule. Now we are going to 45 years, and then if General Kainerugaba comes and also rules us for the next 25 years or so, and for me, I am not comfortable with that, and that's my personal opinion.
Yes.
But
Let's allow Apollo.
But Vanges was talking about the gains. Of course, he was reminding Peter that this country has people who are managing it, and he talks about institutions are working. You can imagine he doesn't know that the legislature is under captivity. You see Anita Mong, the way she is misbehaving. how she behaves, this is the Speaker of Parliament that we expect to, to to do some checks and balances on the government. You see judiciary, you see Justice Baguma how is handling the cases to do with Dr. Bessie and the other people. You have seen the UPDF. General Mohoz has been here telling us that we should vote President 7 to get 80%, which is not supposed to do, and the other generals who campaign publicly for the president. So you cannot say the institutions are working, and these are the checks and balances that we want to communicate to Ugandans, that we need Ugandans to see that time has come where we are supposed to have a transition and someone to manage that transition, because it's not all about getting power. I agree with Peter's NUP's president Chagulanyi that he has some bit of masanyarazi. That's why you see this whole bit of excitement. But we know also, of course, that Besigye had crowds in 2006, in 2011, but they did not translate into victory. We know for record that some elections actually Besigye won, though he was not declared. But this is a message now to Ugandans that if the election is going to be held on 15th of January, let all these clouds translate into elections, into votes. We should not be just excited about the crowd, but we should actually prepare ourselves that we can take over this government and we put an end to the NRM regime.
Okay, we're stopping for a break. When we come back, Bruce Wakunda will give us his feedback. Good morning.
It's tough, it's bold, it's real politics. The Big Seat on 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music,
Great music.
great friends.
Great friends.
It's November Love here on Western Uganda's biggest radio station, 91.2 Cruise FM. Great music, great friends. We're giving back to our loyal listeners. You get to answer a couple of questions. You walk away with goodies, and we are coming to your area in Nyihanga. We shall be there at DV8 nightclub there. We shall be having a blast, and the people of Ishaka, we shall be coming. Berlin Hotel is where we shall be having a blast. Those that turned up at Soho Terrace yesterday, you did us real good. The experience and the enjoyment is not about to stop. 30 days of a blast. Now, don't forget you can be a part of those that win. Every hour of every show, you get to win yourself a hamper. Now, Gumisidis, unfortunately, you haven't given me your number. I'm going to give the opportunity for someone else to win a hamper courtesy of Marie Kitchenware and Electronics Appliances at there in town. Call in right now and get yourself to win yourself this hamper on 752 912 912 and 780 912 910. November Love.
Yes, November Love.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Ashaba Jordan calling from Kasingengi.
Ashaba Jordan, have you won yourself anything yet?
No.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You get them right, then I give you a hamper.
Okay.
All right. How many years is Cruise FM celebrating?
14 years.
All right, 14 years. Do you know Jazz Junction?
Yeah, yes, I know.
What is Jazz Junction?
It's a reason that goes on air.
Mm.
Like when the hour is ending and we are going to
All
another
right,
hour.
all right, perfect. Let me. Do you know? Okay, let me get you a good question. Do you know the coffee break?
Coffee break.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
When does it happen?
Is between 10 and 11 a.m.
Perfect.
during weekdays.
My last question for you: who is your favorite presenter at Cruise FM?
Abu champion.
All right. What does Abu do? What does he do?
Me, I like his happiness.
All right.
Like when he's giving
Ashaba Jordan, give me your number.
076
076
92
92
91
91
45
45. Where are you at? Where are you calling from?
45 1.
45 1, eh?
Yes,
Where are you?
I'm in Kasimenge, but I'm from Uganda.
You're from Uganda. All right. That's
Yeah.
okay. You win yourself a hamper cutters of Mavi kitchenware and electronic appliances. They are located at Mbaguta Street, at Musime Mukama Arcade, and they sell good appliances. Now you get an opportunity to win yourself a water dispenser if you shop goods worth 200,000.
Wow.
Okay. On Friday, we shall be able to call you up so that you turn up at 11:10 about there, and you pick yourself the hamper. Congratulations, Jordan Ashava.
November love.
November love. All right, we are back on the panel. There is still one more goodie to give, courtesy of Godi Fashion, so I'll be able to give you an opportunity to. Yes, Bruce. You heard from your colleague. What makes people, especially from the NRM, think this group of people like Peter Mpaka are not deserving of leadership, that they should be dealt with a lot of contempt? Why is it the case that you cannot allow these young people to just exercise their rights?
So, Peter's group, when I heard him speaking, they thrive on propaganda and deception. But going back to the issue of Chiruhura, because we cannot take it lightly.
Please.
That area around Chiruhura and Kazo is not known for political violence. These incidents have not. I'm speaking. You will make a rebuttal. So they are not known for political violence. Such incidents have not happened in the past. But you can also not deny the fact that Museveni enjoys popular goodwill from there.
Can I have order? One person is speaking, and we shall have only one person speaking at the same time. No. Right. Get a piece of get a pen and write. I'll give you an opportunity to answer some of the things he's
Peter,
raising.
you cannot thrive on chaos all the time. So Museveni enjoys popular goodwill there. He has a strong local presence there. He has strong support there. I also don't see any crime if people chose to, for instance, put on branded material for the party. If I have my NRM t-shirt that day and I am peaceful, why don't I put it on when Peter Mpaka is passing?
Wouldn't that amount to provocation?
Why?
A lawyer here is.
No, I'm going to my garden. I'm going to my shop. I'm not violent. What if it is the only t-shirt I have? Another point.
Yes.
Banyaji.
It
is a strong culture. It is a known culture norm that on an ordinary day you're going to find people in Chiruhura and Kazo holding sticks. Even when you go to markets.
It is notorious. It's customary.
It is. I've said it is part of our culture. So that is not.
But how you use the Ankoni is something else.
Yes, and like Evangelist said, in defense against animals that want to take our cows, even against lions that want to eat us and other and hooliganism as well. So, but you see, there has been a pattern.
Yes.
Peter Mpaka and his group have been they have been targeting people depending on their tribes, depending on political affiliations. and causing chaos. And it is very sad now that they want to divert us and take us into a violent campaign mode. Because I want to ask
Bruce, there's a picture I'm seeing here on my screen of a lady in NUP with her breasts out. I don't know if you saw such a picture, you would clearly associate and you don't condemn.
Yes. So that is also part of being subdued. If she was resisting arrest, you wanted her to be brought breakfast and she eats. If you are trying to resist from being and that is a reasonable force, by the way, because she was not shot or she was not injured. That is also a reasonable force that was used.
Yes. Okay.
So for me, I'm saying they are trying to divert us again because they thrive on violence, they thrive on chaos, they thrive on preaching anarchy, they thrive on destruction. But now that the election campaign was quiet and we wanted it to be issue-based, I want Peter Parker to tell us here what is their policy statement on education, on health, on the economy, things that matter to us.
Yes.
But they want to divert us into chaos and violence because they have no plan. They have no clear plan and agenda to tell the people. He should tell us here the microphone. The microphone is here.
Okay, let's get the feedback. Let's get feedback now, or to the lifeline of the show, the telephone calls and the feedback on our social media handles. 912 Cruise FM on X and 91.2 Cruise FM on Facebook. You can't even allow me do my job. You're all making noise. And on 752-912-912 and 780-912-910. Call in and give us feedback. On X and Facebook, you can drop us a line. I'll be able to read some of the messages. We asked the question on and such acts likely to disrupt an already peaceful campaign and heighten tensions as we move closer to the elections. What do you think about the acts of the NRM and the NUP, the confrontation that happened in Chiruhura and Kazo? To be a singular, Didas is saying, I believe that the NRM supporters are enlightened enough not to attack the NUP supporters. I call it a stunt. Tashovia Eli on Facebook is saying, one of the signs that elections won't be free and fair, imagine in 40 years you're still acting in such a manner. And Chagulanyi knew that he was in the dictator's territory. It wasn't surprising. Tembo Mishak is saying, let them do whatever they want, but they are not in the people's heads. Usinje Fiona, thank you, lady, for being a part of the show, saying it's the military and police in charge of this election. Forgetting anything like independent the electoral commission, the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs assured of a peaceful election. Only blind people can believe that. Adonia Higo, you're saying I have nothing to say but rather to cry for the NUP. Raise Kazo, Boniface Muhumuza, let me read this. I want to put it clear that His Excellence, well, Chagulanyi is not an excellence, he's just a party president. As supporting Ankole, and we are ready to show him support in any case. Why would police and those NLM hooligans disrupt Chagulanyi's supporters from holding it in Kazo and Chiruhura? Let me end with Rebecca. He's saying there is only one message I can pass to Museveni. He thinks he's strong, but he's not. On 752-912-912 and 780-912-910. Call in and contribute to the topic of discussion on 752-912-912 and 780-912-910. I want to appreciate and send my regards to Madilu in Hima, Crescent Saja, Agava, there's Agava, there's so many. Those that always contribute to the show. I may not have your names on my fingertips. There is Zubail Kayongo at mile 5 here, and there's so many there. Clifton, Maniro Mujoni, and there's so many. We appreciate you and we love you here. The big set.
West Council.
Yes, how are you, Muhereza?
I'm very fantastic and very good.
All right, to the matter.
First of all, I want to appreciate the panelists that are in the studios of Cruise FM today, because they have very good words that can build our nation as Uganda. You will allow me, Mr. Wesigebanyaji, I speak to my people in our local language. I don't know if you can allow me.
That's perfect. Go right ahead.
Council Wesige nyenda kugambira government yiteje Uganda ezeshatule ntirukango mbururu (2026-2030) konka kitakutangaza oshanga abantu aba NRM bebembirwe minisita w'itogo Museveni nibenda ngu baharasinge abapatize ezindi mbuza habwenki okugira otokashanga omuntu nabe naza kuronda akaruru haza ariyo wa NRM atika tugambo ndejo n'owekindi kibiina oshanga bariyo nibarekerera n'ebigambo bibi obwema ngiyo pate ngiyo teyine mugasho manya ngu teyine biki nkanyo nkabengera nti bwana Wesige n'abatwerire ite tukabe tufayo kugira ngo bundi nitufara patizi ite nitufa muntu okugira ngo omuntu nabasha kwija kuba natukorera so nkabire ningira nti ebyo mihondano ningasho kugamba kubi patizi ezindi ebyo bintu mazima tubireke turebana like brothers and sisters because obo bururu buriyo ntwenda kubutera bururu kaheza bukahwamu tukasigara turebana je hatukora buryo wa NRM wa jumende wa FDC ninga ryo wa nuku okanjumazo bo bururu tukamara tukabutera bukahwa tutakanta turebana tutaso obo bururu buriyo ni buvuga membe bombi umbantu abakuba bavo bari umpatize ezo zo nawe bari mustawe sigabanyaje
bari mnonga Hedesa. On X, you Alinito Nicholas, you're saying you're a student at Must and you wish to inform listeners that Panda God is back. Imagine you nominate a candidate, you go ahead and allow him to campaign, but now you are starting to lay ambushes to arrest his supporters. Uganda needs change. Arjuna Nicholas, you're saying we have several times seen President Museveni preaching peace. He brought in Uganda. In my view, we no longer have peace from the ambushes that the presidential candidates are being put. Ashaba Jordan, you're saying, in your view, NUP with its supporters organize for peaceful campaigns, but it's those NRM supporters that bring the chaos. Alan Nebachinyens is saying what happened yesterday was impunity and violation of human rights. You strongly condemn the acts. Rob's Technologies, you're saying that's Kansime Roberts. We no longer have much to say about a corrupt Museveni and the NRM. You have Mnyankwereman Wagaba is saying, people, we always have no time. Go right to the point. Otherwise, I may not read all your messages if you first go into dilly-dallying, appreciating panelists and all that. Go straight to the matter. Otherwise, there's no time to read all that you send. Then I see Vinex, Omnyankwere Nwajira Daudi, the acts were inhumane and they're against the law. Thank you so much. Let me come back to the panel. Yes, Banjisi.
Thank you, Wesge. I appreciate the contributions of our dear listeners. But let's not be like these monkeys and baboons that saw a forest burning and they celebrated and they forgot that it was their home. Or not be like those that went to a party for a feast, they overfed and after their stomachs bulging out, they burn the general stores. You can say whatever you want to say, but don't play around with the peace, tranquility, stability we have in this country. If you want, you can try going to Sudan, Somalia, Ukraine, Gaza. That's when. Paka, listen for once. We are talking business now. Leave alone your kiddish.
So he has been still cracking. He hasn't been speaking to
listen.
Advice of a big man, please listen. Paka.
Listen. Paka, you.
Stop saying.
Is your head pounding, your muscles ache, and all you want
All right, it's November Love here in Western Uganda's biggest radio station, 91.2 Cruise FM, great music, good friends. We're celebrating 14 years of being the best in the region and want to appreciate all of you that have been a part of the journey. Good experience. I've been a part of the journey for 9 years. It's such a beautiful feeling, and I want to congratulate Cruise FM for the 14 years. We were having a blast yesterday at Soho Terrace. I want to again appreciate those that made it. Now, Godi and family shopping, looking for smart, then this is the place to go. It has t-shirts, jeans, jackets, jumpers, jerseys, capes, catches, vests, coats, sweaters, and so many more, just in one place. Now, they deal in both wholesale and retail. So whether you're shopping for yourself or your business, we've got you covered. What you have to do is that you find Godi Fashions at room L43 Iseview Complex, Mbara, or call 0704 152 525. Godi and family shopping. Looking smart, made easy. Godi Fashion is there at Easy View at room L43, and you can go right there and shop. Now you get to win yourself a Godi hamper. Call in right now for November Love Goody on 752-912-912 and 780-912-910. November Love, we just lost that. November Love.
Yes, once again, when I did Braga.
Have you won yourself anything?
Yeah, why not?
You won?
No. I did not won.
you haven't won, eh? Okay, tell me your name. Tell me your name.
I'm called Jordan Morata.
Jordan, you haven't won. Don't waste my time, bro.
No, it's been a long time.
Okay, give me your former names.
Ariasingura Jordan.
Okay. Jordan Ariasingura.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you a few questions. You get them right, then you get to walk away with a goodie cutters of Godi Fashions. Now, you know the evening switch?
Yeah.
When does it happen?
It happens from Monday to Friday.
What time?
From 4 to 7 p.m.
What time does the evening switch end on Friday?
The evening switch ends at 8 p.m.
All right, good. Do you know the cruise doctor?
Yeah.
When does it happen?
It happens on Thursday from 7 to 8. What
is your favorite show?
All are my favorite, but the most wanted extra is one of my favorite.
Who does the morning, that show exactly that you're talking about, the most wanted extra?
The most wanted extra is done by Problem Child.
Okay, give me your number.
076
036
037
037
3322.
Again?
3322.
3322. Congratulations, you win yourself a hamper courtesy of Godi Fashions, but also you get yourself a hamper courtesy of Western Uganda's biggest radio, 91.2 Cruise FM. So you're winning twice, you know that?
Thank you very much,
right.
Cruise FM. Thank you very much, Western.
Okay, blessings. All right, we've gotten those two winners for November Love, and congratulations to Jordan Aria Singura and Ashava Jordan. They're both Jordan, won themselves. Unfortunately, Jordan, I don't know where you came from, but I'm very sure you're around here in Bar. Let me come back to the panel. Yes, Peter, you are fighting.
You see, I want to answer two issues. There is nothing you want to wind out or wind up. Yes, because you see, my land friend.
You're not a fellow land. You're not a friend.
You're not a land.
I am very land. I'm a land colleague.
Let's not waste time on that.
So
please.
You guys who want to belittle me that I'm not land, I'm very land.
Okay, go right ahead.
So Banyaji, my land colleague Banjizi, always wants to belittle the struggle of Ugandans. Ugandans have struggled, and we are very much aware of the history of our country. It is wrong for a land colleague whom I expect to be land like me to come here bangize asimwe and tell Ugandans that you go to South Sudan, you go to Somalia, you go to Eastern DRC and live there. So when we leave and go, who will vote for your Museveni that you are here campaigning for? I want to tell Ugandans that let us love our country, be patriotic, be non-violent, and speak out and stand out against injustice. Number 2, there is news coming through that one of our colleagues was killed yesterday by Uganda police in the ambush that happened on Wizubwera. This is called a Simwe conference. A young man, he was contesting for councillor, Barra State South. We just lost a humble soul. I was even seated with him in the vehicle before we started the convoy. I was with him in the vehicle yesterday. He was jolly, he was happy. You see, when we come here and then we start to talk about, I want us to really respect ourselves and know that something is wrong. We cannot organize politics that is going to kill unarmed, innocent Ugandans. There is no one who provoked. I want to say it very clearly. NUP Egali does not provoke. It is a mobilization group. We do not provoke. We didn't tell the police to ambush us as if we are in a war. Number 3, I want to answer the concerns of my friend Bruce Owakunda. And at least for you, you are a bit civil. And you even combed your hair. I want to thank you very much.
Let me
that
get
you cannot.
You're going into irrelevant things. Asimwe Banjisi. You've gone into triviality.
No. By the way, I'm going to stop coming when Peter is on air. Let's be civil.
You've chosen to use your time to praise a fellow man that not add up. Yes, Asimwe.
Westgate.
Your parting shot.
My parting shot. All I'm saying is we shouldn't take for granted the peace we have. Irrespective of the shortcomings here and there, we must desist from trying to break it down. Just in a nutshell, we might have a Libya here. I say this again, any serious sane Ugandan can never think of voting Loop as an alternative. We have better alternatives for that matter. I would rather consider
but should it now go to an extent of losing a life of a Ugandan in these things?
These are
why
things.
Not allow them to just campaign?
Westgate,
and the campaigning period is only 3 months.
Westgate, my point, and that's they provoked the security personnel, and these people must keep law and order. All I'm asking Peter Mpaka and his president Bobby is to make sure they whip their supporters in order. Other places they've been to and they've done it, we've not had issues. But Banyaji, there is no way. We've seen videos trending on social media platforms. This madness has to stop. You see a Ugandan, a civilian, attacking a security personnel armed and in uniform. It's a madness. That sheer madness has to stop. And they have a right of responding, applying reasonable force. If he's armed with pangas, knives, then what do you want to do? Recently, we had a policeman killed. He was stoned to death by civilians. So you're encouraging that? Me, I want Ugandans to be peaceful and respect our divergent views. It's that simple.
Thank you. Let me hear your parting shot.
Thank you very much.
Your parting shot.
My parting shot is number 1, abanyambarara nimbasima mwebara umutima gumworekere nyenda no kusima umwami byamugisha arukora no ryatuhurikirize na nabandi mwe nabahurikirize. Number 2, nimbashaba akaruru ka president cyaguranye Robert Sentamu abambara City North nimbashaba akaruru kanje Peter Mpaka campaign zinza kuba nimbahika muni kutankira kacika aharwo kubanza nimbashabana na woman MP Irene Nambe mwe mumuheza karuru.
Okay, thank
Number last
Mm.
is the issue that Bruce raised.
Yes.
The issues in our manifesto in a nutshell. On education, President Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu and NUP baraganise kubiyaho school fees in the whole of primary. Umwana nakuba naza ishomero ashange yebitabo, all non school fees requirements will be provided for. Amahuri ntukubandi gaguro makaganyu, ebicholi ntukubandi bigura mu makaganyu, ebitoche on medical.
No, time is not going to allow us.
Okay, I've just given that. But we have the best manifesto. Ababa kubajangu we don't have a manifesto orwe norugambo na nebishuba. Mwebare munonga nimbendeza weekend.
I want to assure you, Mr. Moderator, that all the promises of Kyagulanyi is mentioned in his song called Ichiwani. It is complete Ichiwani. Number two. This man, what's happening?
What is the problem? I'm going to ban you from this show.
Yes, we are coming to that.
Because you cannot come here and say that.
Let me end. He's talking.
Let's allow him conclude.
Let me conclude.
Yes.
My last conclusion is
In a second.
Mr. Kyagulanyi and team, please, we beg you as Ugandans, begin to follow electoral guidelines. For example, yesterday you were not allowed, you had no permission to pass through our town. No, you forced yourself inside. And now you see the problem you are causing. You are causing people to suffer.
But you see,
our sons and daughters are in jail. Yes.
Mr. Mufunya, the problem will come when Kyagulanyi is not allowed to pass on the high street. By the president is allowed to pass on the high street.
He doesn't cause commotion.
These are all candidates.
For him, he doesn't even cause commotion.
Yes.
Number one, he passes when he's seated inside his car. He does not stand and make an address in the middle of the town. It's very bad. Lastly, Mr. Kyagulanyi, you are killing our children and our brothers. For example, now the person who lost yesterday, it is because of you. You are a murderer.
Okay.
Kyagulanyi, you are a murderer. You are killing our people. Yes.
Apollo Tumsime.
Thank you very much. Let the tension be down. I want to send a message to this government that an election is an election. You may think that the process is so quiet. The process is just the usual process of 96, 201, 206. You may try to pretend that everything is normal. We have seen what has happened in Tanzania, where a candidate, Her Excellency Samia Suluhu, polled 97.8% of an election, but over thousands are feared to have died in that election. So you can still get the results that you want, but it is an election. People are charged. There is unemployment. Youth are charged. They are so bitter. They don't have jobs. You have seen traders, they are complaining of high taxes. People are feeling so bad. The government, the people are so charged. So it is an election. You have to respond and try to make sure that you take care of everyone. So we don't go into this election just to participate, but we go into an election to check government to make sure that all the things that they have been promising, all the things that pinch Ugandans are supposed to be addressed. That's why our manifesto is centered at homestead level, so that we address all those issues that touch the common person.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Mbena banyaja banyankore nibagira ngo ekefubere nyine ka atuturwo buhoro mumako no ryo buhoro katutuka atumushija bambuza manifesto gu yatutukora remene nkokora. But first of all, about that person who died, he has not done a verification. All of you here, there are reports that the man died out of a heart attack. So if you have some underlying health conditions, please stay home. Don't die and want to accuse the police. But you remember there was a video that circulated that the goons from the National Unity Platform were beating people putting on t-shirts in Kampala, NRM t-shirts. And Museveni said, you're going to see that t-shirt even on the ground and lose appetite of pointing a finger at it. So you are not going to threaten us. You're not going to beat our people with your gari, and you expect to have peace as well. Okay. Don't undermine the efforts. There is a lot of work that goes into the country to keep it together, to keep it united, to feel that, to have that sense of belonging. So Peter Mpaka and your group, as long as the man the National Resistance Army is still in charge of this country. You will be put to order.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bruce Oakunda. Thank you, Mr. Peter Mpaka. Thank you, Mr. Apollo Tumsime. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Katamba Muvunya. Thank you, Asima Nicholas Banjusi. You've been fantastic company. To all those that have listened all the way from the start of the show up to where we are at, we want to appreciate you so much. November Love, God bless you. My name is West Gebanyaji. We have news at the top of the hour. We are out of here. See you next weekend. Good morning.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of this radio station or its management.
This radio is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission, UCC.